Boom. There we go. We are live.
Hello.
Well, Remembrance Day today, but before we get onto that, Mr. Jones, how the devil are you?
Yes, I'm feeling all right. I'm okay. Yes, my tonsils are fighting me, but there's no way I was going to miss this session or any other session.
He's a trooper. And that, hey, listen, you're a trooper, and Remembrance Day, that fits.
No, then,
Because
yeah.
this is
So
about troopers, isn't it?
yeah, so that's the joy of working from home, is that I can fake being happy for an hour and a quarter on this with you, and then I can go straight back to bed. Anyway, how's
His
everyone
tonsils look
doing?
like they've been in the trenches. I'll tell you that for nothing. But
Yeah,
anyway, yeah, welcome everybody. This is our Remembrance Day session. Plenty of schools on the call, way over 50, which is great. Do let us know in the comments where
yeah.
you're tuning in from. Always good to give some shouts out, so do let us know in the comments. But apart from that, it's rules time. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's rules time. So what I'll probably do is I'll probably just be my usual dominant self and just steam through a lot of this stuff. And then because Mr. Jones, he doesn't really want to talk, because every time he talks, it's like 1,000 small arrows being fired at the back of his throat. So I'll just carry on, and then if you want to say anything, Mr. Jones, put your hand up. Put your hand up.
Okay, no worries. Yes, you take it away, Mr. Trainer. Go for it.
Right, rule number one, pause this if you want. We'll be going, I've actually sort of dialed things back a bit, so it's going to be quite nice and simple. Going to keep it nice and cruisy today, but if you do need to pause at any point, that's absolutely fine. Don't worry about that. That's cool. And then number two is after this session, you'll be getting an email, or your teachers will be getting an email, where you can claim a certificate for being at this session. Tremendous. Well done. Fantastic. But obviously only if you do some actual work. So it's time to get your spade out and start digging. And then number three, start digging your trench. Number three is earn a pizza party. Well, this is all about express school challenges. Maybe the easiest way to explain it is actually by using the challenge page. But let me give you a quick rundown. If you can get 4 classes or more, that can be if you're in a small school, or 100 pupils if you're in a big school. If you can get them to do these challenges with us, not necessarily in a live lesson, you can go and do them with them afterwards. You can share stuff with them afterwards. You can share the challenge page, which is on the scrolly. Then that will get you 1 point. And every time you get a point, we'll send you stuff, cool stuff, really cool stuff, every time. But if you get 3 points, we'll also sling over some pizzas.
Wow.
Yeah, they'll be frozen on our side, but by the time they get to your side, they'll be perfectly cooked in the atmosphere. There you go. Well, we're liaising with your local delivery service, and we'll be sending you some pizza, because you will then be an Adobe Express
Digital Leader School.
Digital Leader School with a Digital Leader School award, which is amazing.
And we've already, is it right, Dom? Have we already had some schools, they've already hit the magic 3?
We've already had one school hit the magic 3.
Wow.
Yeah, amazing. A small school in Ceredigion.
That's good going in November.
Yeah, exactly. And then we need to get in touch with them. I was waiting until you were well again. But we've also got quite a few schools who've completed their first challenge as well, which is amazing. Loads of good evidence being sent through there. But anyway, enough of that. Let's have a look at some shout-outs very quickly. Pranav Da from Year 4 Westwood CP. Whoop, whoop.
Hello.
Pranav Da, good afternoon from Dospat, Groeg Skol, Gymraeg, Furness.
Yes.
Furness. Okay. What if it's 1F? What does that mean?
So think of the English words of and off, and it works exactly the same in Welsh, or every time.
But opposite?
No, exactly the same. 1F is of, like of, and then 2 is f.
And then we got a double comment here from Miss Bevan, Year 6 in Llanmartin Primary School. Boom.
Oh, welcome. Right.
Welcome one and all. 68 from the Skol Furness.
Whoa.
60 people, maybe. 68 people. That's
strong. Probably. Yeah.
That's pretty strong. I like that. Good stuff. And then pronounced there from the Roft School in Marford. Marford? Where's Marford?
I don't know.
Marford. But it's obviously in Wales somewhere.
Let us know.
Marford. Let us know.
Don't
Yeah,
know.
let us know.
Where
Right,
is
let's
my
have a look at
phone?
the page. Let me share this tab instead and remove. Why am I removing? Why would I remove? I want to put myself on. How do I put myself on? Remove, add to stage. There we go. There's a bit of jiggery pokery. Right. Let's have a look at this page. We've got the Remembrance Day page. It's on the scrolly. Go for it. Get it up on your screen. I mean, it's not a disaster if you can't get it up on your screen, but it definitely helps. There's a QR code there for you iPad people out there. It says scroll to the bottom for info on the Express School Challenge. You can do that at your leisure. Teachers, please do it. Get it done.
It's in
And then challenge
It's
number
in
1.
Wrexham, Dom.
It's in Wrexham.
Yeah, there we go.
One of my best friends is just outside Wrexham in Coedpoeth.
That's up your neck of the woods, that is. Closer to you than to me.
Yeah, that's true. It is true. Closer to my place of birth for sure.
Yeah.
And my dad
We've also got...
so it's like down the road.
We've also got Blaen Avon Primary School on. Shwmai, blwyddyn chwech. Hello, year
Shwmai.
6.
Good stuff. Right, let's have a quick look at this first one. We're going to do a challenge. Our challenge 1 is a remembrance poster. We've got tutorials in there now, so afterwards you can swat up or you can send that to other people in other classes to say, hey, we want free pizza, get on this. We're going to be doing remove background tool, blending modes, typography tricks. Oh, it's just going to be incredible, quite frankly, and quite fitting as well to honor those people who gave their lives, particularly in World War One. But Remembrance Day is for not just World War One anymore, is it?
No, all conflicts, isn't it?
Yeah, all conflicts, yeah. And challenge number 2 is going to be a Remembrance Day video. Remembrance Day video. And this is where you probably will need this page. Now, you can keep it really simple if you want to. But we're going to be using text, images, animation, voiceover, soundtrack. And we've got World War One's most interesting facts. So I'm going to choose 3 of these. You can choose whichever 3 you like. Doesn't really matter. And then also, if you keep on scrolling down, I have a present for you, and here's some incredible images from the Imperial War Museum. So you might want to use these in your videos. Look at these. They're making bombs. They're making bullets. What's that about? I know. And then we've got all sorts of images which might be useful here as well. Okay, bombs and bullets. Who'd have known? Right. I think it's time for us to get going. So let me share this tab instead. And just to reiterate very quickly, me and Mr. Jones, or Mr. Jones and I, will be going backwards and forwards. I'll be on the browser. He'll be on the iPad. To be honest, the experiences are so similar now that it makes very little difference. But it will give you a chance to kind of slowly catch up as we go through. So it's just a nice way to pace what we're doing. But as we say, go at your own speed. That's the best way. Right. Mr. Jones, do you need to raise your hand, or shall I move on?
No, I'm on tenterhooks. We've got another school in Meister Heil here. It's
Heil.
Yes, 6 HSE. Yeah, here again. Well, welcome back.
Yeah, another one underneath as well, isn't there?
Yeah, hello from 6LD. It's called Bryn Coch in Mold.
Mold. I used to go there all the time.
I'm going there this weekend. I'm going. I think I'm going there this weekend. No, I'm going to Ysgol Maes Garmon, and I think that's right round the corner from Ysgol Bryn Coch, because my daughter is going to sing in a competition tomorrow. No, on Saturday. Yeah.
Child star. Yes.
Well, we'll see about that. Yeah. So I'll be up there. I'll be up in Mold tomorrow night.
Amazing. If you want him to visit your house, put your china cat on the mantelpiece, and then he'll know. Right. Let's get going. We're going to go up here to the top right, create a graphic. Give it a click. Right. First thing that we're going to do is, I wish they would stop putting these templates up. We don't need templates.
No.
I'm pros. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to rename my work because I don't want it to be called Untitled. So I'm going to call it Remembrance Day Poster 2024. Now you can do something shorter, just like Remembrance, but I've got lots of similar files, so I want to give it a different name. Right. Now that we're done, it's time to get a background in here. Now, Remembrance Day, we're remembering those who've given their lives in World War One and other wars. It started with World War One, of course. It now expanded to fit other wars. But it's kind of like we're looking back and we're thanking people. And so we kind of want this kind of background. I want like a sky background, like a dreamy sky background. So I'm going to go to Media. I'm going to go to Photos. because, you know, I want it to be one of those situations where you sit and reflect, and people often reflect on like sunsets and stuff like that. But I'm going to put sky in, right? Now, if I put sky in, it gives me loads of really good pictures of skies. Great. But I've got a vertical. Well, it's not vertical, is it? It's a portrait style poster because it's kind of sat up rather than a letter or letterbox, which is a landscape. Now, often sky pictures are done in landscape because that's kind of traditionally how you take a picture of a sky. But actually, I want a vertical one. So if you put vertical as your keyword, then it will change. Lovely. Right. Now, you can choose any of these. It's completely up to you. I probably wouldn't choose something like that because it's got trees in the way. But you can use it. Up to you. I'll leave it completely up to you. But I'm going to press that one, press replace. It goes straight back here. I'm going to go for this second one. Right. Now, I'll press replace at the bottom. Now, I've got options here. Okay. If I click on and click back off again, click on and click back off again. This is where you'll get all your image options down the side here. Now, what you can do here is you can set it as page background, and it will find what it thinks is what is the kind of position that you want. But I don't want this sea in the background, and I don't want the little dot sunset down there either. I wonder if you can just see that there. I don't want that either. I just want the background of the sky. So I'm going to detach it from the page background. I'm going to do this manually so that I get rid of those things that I don't want. Perfect. Position them off the end. Do it again here. That's nice. That's what I want. Like that. Perfect. Right. Jonesy, I think just while we're getting going, why didn't you have a go at that?
Yeah, while I'm doing it, yeah, do you want to have a fiddle with your microphone whilst I'm doing it? Because we had a few comments saying that your mic's a bit quiet. So maybe you need to go into the settings and turn it up.
Yeah,
perhaps.
maybe it's switched over, perhaps.
Maybe. So basically,
is that any better?
That is when, yeah.
Is that better? Yeah.
No, no, that's not better like that. No.
My background noise. Is that any? Is that any better? No. Do you know what? Maybe I'll just take this one out and we can do it from the computer itself.
Right. Okay. So well, you have a fiddle, Dom, and I'm on the iPad here, and so you started off with just a graphic, just a landscape. Not landscape, a portrait.
Portrait.
Yeah. Oh, that's much louder. Yeah, that's better.
Okay, cool. Right. Bin this then.
It's not as it doesn't sound as nice, but it is definitely louder. So you do sound.
Come on, get on with it.
You sound like you're in a telephone box.
I can't win today.
Okay. Well, there we are. We can hear you. Right. So top right, create a graphic. And that's going to open up the all-in-one editor. And we want a sky. So on the left-hand side, we've got the media button. And then at the top, I'm going to tap on photos. And then under photos there, I'm just going to search for sky. And as Dom said, that's going to give us 34,000 results, which is a little bit excessive. So if I just search for sky vertical, 260 results. And now you can kind of narrow it down a little bit more there. I don't think I want anything that looks a bit tropical. So do you know what? I quite like this one here. I do like that there. And as Dom said, I'm not going to just set this to the background because I want to have more control over it. So I'm going to just manually myself. There we go. Center it up. And there we go. I'm happy with that. Right. I'll pop your screen back on, Dom, and take us to the next step.
All right. What's that like for sound now?
Any
good?
I think it's a bit louder, yeah.
Right. Anyway, we'll try with this. Okay. So next thing we're going to do is going to put some poppies on here because obviously the kind of symbol or the emblem of Remembrance Day is a poppy. And I'm guessing you probably all know why that is, but if not, ask your teacher. But let's go to media on the left-hand side. And rather than sky vertical, I'll put poppy in there. Right. Now, you have a choice now, really, of what you want to do here. What I'm looking for is, I'm looking for like something which is quite tall. And I suppose I'm looking for more than one, I guess. I mean, you could go for something like this one over on the left here. But actually, I think the best one that I've seen are these two here. It works really well. Now, once that's on the screen there, obviously I'm going to use the remove background tool. Why not? It's going to make it look great. So go to the doggy, go to the waffle doggy, give that a click, and then boom, 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 doom. It's done. Now, I want this to be quite big on my page. So I'm just going to pull that off. I don't want to see that kind of green foliage on the bottom. So I'm just going to pull it off. And then also maybe I'll just like put it on a bit of an angle, just so that it looks a little bit more, what's the word? A little bit more random, I suppose, something like that. So that was dead easy, wasn't it? All I had to do was put it on the screen, remove the background, change the angles to get rid of some of that foliage. Now, if you were really picky, you could actually just crop it off the bottom if you really wanted to, and then pull it down like that. So there we go. I think I'll do another couple of these actually, because this is an easy one. So what I'll do is I'm going to go back over to media, and what I'm going to do here is I want to look for like a World War One soldier. So I could put WW1 soldier, see what we get. Aha, brill. It's coming through now. Great. I wonder if this is a bit slow again, but anyway. I'm going to click on this kind of second result here. Give it a click. And then I'm going to go over here. I'm going to drag it down. And then pop it around about here. Now, I want to get rid of this kind of bush in the background. Mr. Jones, do you reckon removing the background will make a difference here?
It definitely will. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, do you know what I found actually recently? Is that quite often, you see my remove background is grayed out here. Well, actually, if you click on and click back off, it comes. Sometimes it just needs a bit of a kick. But anyway, there you go. I'm going to remove the background on this one. There we go. Perfect. It's done a great job on that. I like it. And then I'm going to pop that down here. Now, obviously, you kind of, you want to make sure that, his legs aren't they're not kind of floating in space. So I'm just going to pop that one down there. And then also, I think I'll just move it so that it's, to the left of the poppy. That's what I'm trying to say. Left of the poppy, right. So I've got that in there. That's good. And then also, my last one that I'm going to do is I'm looking for like a World War One plane. Okay. So I'm going to put World War One plane. Didn't find anything. World War One airplane. Didn't find anything. So, Mr. Jones, this gets you a bag of Maltesers if you can get this right. What could I put in here to potentially find sort of like
what about searching for a biplane, because that's they had back then?
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one I've done. So we're going to go biplane here. So now it won't be exactly what we'll see in World War One, for example, but it's pretty close and it's from a distance, so we'll get away with that bit of creativity. So I'm going to use this one here, this kind of fourth one, second row on the right.
Back now, somebody's knocking on the door.
Say that again, sorry. Anyway, I'll keep going because I couldn't hear what he was saying there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that one on there. I'm going to flip it around because I want it coming in from that way. And then I'm going to remove the background. And there we go. Okay, well, I think he went to go and get someone from the door there. Right, so I've got my poppy, removed the background, cropped it as I needed to. I've got my World War One soldier, removed the background, put it in position where I needed to. And then I got my biplane. I put it on the screen. I flipped it around. Don't forget that you've got this kind of flip thing here that you can do. And I popped it on there. Easy peasy. Now, I'll keep going for a little bit, and Mr. Jones will be going back over these, so don't you worry about that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to, I like my World War One soldier, and I like my biplane, but I must say that they don't feel like they have this kind of dreamlike quality in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select it, and I'm going to go down to effects. And well, actually, before I do that, maybe I'll go to like blend mode and go to multiply, maybe. Screen. Let me see if I put an effect on this now. Would it make a difference? No, not really. Maybe if I go and change the blend mode from screen to multiply. That's better. That's the one I was looking for. Is this all good for you, Mr. Jones?
Yeah.
Good stuff. Because he's the king of blends, you see. That's
Oh,
what makes
no.
me nervous about it. He's the king of blends. And then, so multiply means that it only allows you to see the darker pixels. Screen mode, or the blending mode, which is screen, that lets you to see the lighter pixels. Let me try it with this biplane as well. So I'm going to go to blend mode. I'll go to multiply. That'll be the dark ones. And then put an effect on. I go to the same one again. Yeah, not bad. That's pretty good. But also, you can reduce the opacity if you want it to make it a bit more kind of dreamlike, I suppose. Something like that. Right, Jonesy, do you want to have a go?
Yeah, cool. Lots of fun stuff going on here.
Mhm.
So, here we go. My screen's on. So the first thing that Dom brought in was some poppies. So let's just search in here under the media. I'm going to search for poppy.
What I found was that poppy singular gets you loads of results. Poppies doesn't get you anything really.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So there we go. So we search for that. I like this one. It's cool. You could bring in a few, couldn't you? You could bring in more than one.
Yeah, you could
These.
collate a few of them for sure and kind of mix and match if you want to.
Yeah.
Alexander Dickinson, Primary Single, Northern Ireland. What about you?
Hello. Welcome. Well, I have tapped on one. It hasn't arrived. There we go. And then usually when I do it again, it'll bring it in twice. So this is a tricky one because that poppy in the background is really out of focus. So I'll try remove the background. Let's give it a whirl. Let's see what it looks like.
So don't forget, removing the background will be that little dog. Have the image selected.
Yeah, so it's actually
well.
the whole thing. That's fine.
Yeah, but it's done quite a good job on that one.
Yeah. So we've got that there. Right. So now let's go back in media. You could search for things like cenotaph.
True.
In here.
Yeah. So cenotaph is kind of like a memorial, isn't it? A World War
Yeah.
I memorial.
Or you could search for war memorial. So you got something like that is in there. Or didn't mind the other one up the top there. This one was quite cool as well.
Right, yeah.
No, I'm not sure about that. Okay, I'll stick with this one. So, I mean, that's not the Great War. This is from World War II. But I'm gonna go with it. Then I'm gonna remove the background. So I was just using the long handles there to crop the image. I just wanted the soldier really. I didn't want
nice.
the kind of plinth that he's on. There we go. So I've got that. And then let's get a biplane. Or I wonder if there'd be
that one is World War II because it's got a bayonet. I would have thought that was more World War One, really.
Yeah, it's I think it's a Russian one. I think.
Right.
So and then let's go. So you could search for biplane. I wonder if there's going to be a Zeppelin.
Yeah, nice.
Because they were.
Were they in World War One?
Yeah, they were. Yeah.
Zeppelin. What were they filled with? Hydrogen?
Yeah, which was really dangerous, isn't it? Because it was really flammable. So let's get rid of the background again. Tap on the dog, and I'm going to flip this. Flip it horizontally, so you can see on the left-hand side there, underneath the blend modes, I've got this flip button. There we go, just so that we can kind of have it pointing in.
Like the two kind of triangles with the dotted line in the middle. Just the word normal.
Right, and now I'm ready to start blending. So let's start with the Zeppelin. So we got multiply or screen. So screen is too faint.
Yeah.
So maybe bring down the opacity a little bit as well.
Told you it was the blend king.
There we go. You could, because you wanted to look dreamy, what you could also do is go into the adjustments and just bring up the blur a touch. Just a touch. Like that.
Pro tips.
And then same here. You could go, so that's multiply on the soldier, doesn't seem to have done anything. Let's try that
Maybe
again.
if you go and change the colours, it might make a difference.
Oh yeah, so Dom showed you how to add duotone effects to it, which is a really cool tip. So I'll grab one of those. Maybe this one down there.
Nice.
Great. And then I'll do the same. I'll go to the adjustments and just bring up the blur just a little bit. There we go. Cool. Back to you, Dominic.
Cool.
There we go.
Okie dokie. So, what I think I will do as well is I'll probably try it on this, try it on the poppies as well.
Oh yeah, cool.
Multiply. Yeah, nice. And I think I probably won't put, I won't put any kind of color on there because I think you need to have the red of the poppy. I think that needs, that's obviously so symbolic. We'll do that one. Right. Okay.
What did you do then? Did you just put a multiply blend mode on it?
Yeah, just a multiplied blend on.
That worked really well. Yeah.
Yeah, it worked quite nicely. I suppose you could play with opacity then if you wanted to, but I kind of wanted to keep the red of the poppy as kind of strong as possible. So I'll share this tab just so that you can see this writing that goes around. We honor those who have given their lives. I've got it here. If you want to use that there, just go and copy it. And then I'll pop over back here again. So to put this in, go to text on the left hand side, add your text, and I'll just paste that in there. Now, what am I going to do with this? Well, first of all, I'm going to make it into a circle. And immediately that will capitalize that text as well, which is cool. And what I'm looking to do is I'm looking to put it around the poppy. Now, I don't mind that it's not aligned, vertically and horizontally like there, because I want it to go around the poppy, but I definitely do want to have it on the center line. So I'm making sure that it's staying on that pink line that I've got there. That's fine. Now, in terms of recommended fonts, you can go into your view all here and you can go and search for, whichever one you want. But I actually know one. Taking a little bit of time for it to load. I think my connection's slow again today. How's it feeling your end? I'm not glitching, am I?
No. It's looking pretty smooth here. Yeah.
Right. This Fear Monobold is a good one. Yeah, I like that. That's good. I don't know what I'm looking for when I'm looking for when I'm thinking about this font, to be perfectly honest. But I just something with a bit of weight, I suppose, because it's obviously such an important message. Honor those who have given their lives. And then what I will do is to make sure that it's as readable as possible. With my text selected, I'll go to outline and I'll select white. And I can use this slider here, you see, to bring this up and down. So I don't want it too much, but I do want it enough to make sure that people know that it's there. Okay. So I think I'll just kick it back over to you, I think, just to do that little bit of text, if that's all right.
Yeah, cool.
Go on.
All right, so text, and I'm going to tap on the blue button on the top left there that says add your text. And I'm just going to type in here, we honor those who have given their lives. Okay, so that's that done. It's typed up. Right, so now we want that on a circle. So let's go to text layouts and choose a circle there. Okay, that's great. Let's get it roughly where we want it. So again, just kind of going around the head of the poppy. So wherever that is, mine's definitely off center. So that's where it's going to look best. Okay, I think you can see there that at the end of that their lives go straight into the we. So I think I need to get in there and add a space after the S, lives space, maybe 2 or 3 spaces. There we go.
Even put like a dot in there or something, couldn't you? Or,
yeah, you could.
I don't know whether that would work, but
yeah. So just open that up so that it we can see where the sentence starts and finishes. Right, fonts. Yeah, fonts are really important here. Ideally, I want something that looks like it's been kind of carved in stone. I wonder if I search for
good one to think about.
If I search for stone, Is it going to give me... no, it isn't. Sometimes those are kind of called kind of woodcut. So maybe I'll search for the word cut. No. So let's just drop down. I think it's going to be one of those where recommended isn't going to help me. So I'm going to scroll through the actual fonts instead. And that Abril there looks okay. Oh, that Allegria looks good. So you want one which has got the serifs. So you've probably heard of sans serif. So you want serifs. So those are the extra little angled lines on the edges of letters. So you'll usually have those kind of fonts on memorials. So serif fonts. So I could have actually just searched for the word serif. That would probably have given me some options. But I'm probably boring you now with my font with my font quest. So I'm going to just grab one and go with it. Yeah, there we go. That's fine. Okay, what's coming next, Don?
Well, wouldn't you like to know? So let me just grab it back here. Hang on a sec. There we go. Okay, so yeah, so like Mr. Jones said then, I probably need to put a space in between mine as well, lives and we, to make sure that there's a space. Now, I like the fonts I've got. I like the outline I've got. I like the colors, so I'm going to go to more here. I'm going to duplicate this. Now, this is all I want this to say is Remembrance Day 2025. But I don't want it to be in a circle, so go to your text layouts on the left-hand side here, give that a click, and I'm just going to go to dynamic, why not? And then I can click 3 times in that box, and then just put 2024, day 2024. Now it's forced it onto 3 lines. That's fine. I want to force it onto 2. Yeah, I want Remembrance. Oh, come on. There we go. That'll do. And then I can put that in position, bring it down so it kind of tucks in the corner here. That's all good. Just find the place where you're kind of comfortable with that being. Now, what I would say is, because I've kind of reduced this down, I think maybe bringing the outline, the white outline thickness up is a good idea, because it looks a lot more readable down here with it being thicker. So that is basically done. That is basically done. So if you're still playing around with that, go for it. You're looking at blend modes. We use the multiplied blend modes on these. We've done some text. But what I'll do is, because we've got plenty of time this week, what I'm also going to do is just show you how to animate it really, really quickly. So I'm going to go in my top right here. You can see, and there's a little add button. Go to add, and I'm going to duplicate this. All right, duplicate it. Because right now, you have got a really good Remembrance Day 2024 poster, which you can print out if you like, or just share, or put it on something digital. But why not make something that that has like moving things and sound in there? So let's go to duplicate. Now I've got another page of exactly the same thing. The reason why I didn't do it on my other one is because I want to make sure that I've always got that graphic and it doesn't get touched. So I'm going to go to my second page now that I've duplicated it. And we can just do something really simple. Click on the text here, the circle text, and it goes to animation. Then I could go to loop, and then I could go to spin. And now if I click again on the sliders in the middle, I can bring the intensity right down. Look at that. Nice. That's cool.
Nice.
It's just, it's just a bit of fun, really. But, it helps people read things, I suppose. And what you'll notice is that you've now got a timeline at the bottom here, so you can play it. And at the moment, it's saying 5 seconds long. Well, why don't we press edit that timeline? And if we want to, we can make this into 10 seconds long, if we like. Don't have to get it exact. There we go, 10 seconds, that's good. And you can see that just spins round like that. So it's a nice little graphic that you can use and embed on other things. But also, one more step is you can add audio. You see, it's even prompting you to do it down the bottom here, add audio. So I'm going to press add audio, and I was just searching while Meredith was doing his thing, and I put sad in there because I wasn't sure what I was going to go for, to be honest. But I mean, I put sad in there, and then actually gave me one that said cheerful. I was like, oh, that's a bit odd. But there is also sad epic. I think it is. Is it that one? Yeah. Can you hear that, Mr. Jones?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that I feel like that's quite a good one. You know, you want it to have some gravitas. You want it to make you feel like make you think. It's kind of pensive music. So I'll stick that in there. 10 seconds of sad and epic music. But also, I want to make sure that it fades out at the end. I don't want it to kind of cut off really abruptly. So I'm going to press the out button on there. Fade out duration, 2 seconds. That's absolutely fine. It fades in naturally on its own. You see? And then it'll just have a little fade out here as well. And if you want, you can, make that longer, whatever you want to do. I mean, teachers, if you wanted to, you could actually get everyone's graphics. You could merge them all together. There is a function in that within Adobe Express. And then you could put the soundtrack in, and it would be a soundtrack with everybody's images playing for 5 or 10 seconds each. That'd be a cool video to share. Right. Mr. Jones, you want to just finish yours off?
Yeah, cool. Okay.
Let me put you on. Hang on. There you go.
There we go.
Oh, nice. Yeah, very nice.
So what have I done? Oh yeah, I duplicated my text with this new text box. I just put it back to the default text layout, and I aligned it to the right so that I've got the 2024 over on the right hand side, and I quite liked it like that. And then I felt that the bottom right hand corner was looking a bit empty, so I found just these poppies, threw them on there as well. Yeah, so that's
nice.
That's my still graphic done. So yeah, as
Yeah.
Dom said, if I wanted to animate this or turn it into a moving project, I'm just going to duplicate it so that I keep this one as it is. So top right-hand corner, underneath my avatar, I'm going to tap on the plus, and then I'm going to choose duplicate. And now on this one, of course, we can do those things like Dom said. We can go to animation, and maybe we just want this text to fade in.
No, that's a nice one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if you can do that and then loop it so it spins. That'd be great.
Yeah, and yeah, you could also have it spinning. Let's fade it in and the
and
animation,
loop.
and then go to
That
loop
isn't it?
and choose spin there. And this needs to happen really slowly. So let's bring the intensity right down. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
I think I'd
Even
go
though-
right down on the intensity.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that works well.
Yeah,
Nice.
great. And as Dom said, I don't think I need to do it right now, but we can go to media, we can go to audio here. And you could search maybe, I don't know, I wonder if Bugle is going to bring up anything.
Oh.
No.
It's a shame, isn't it? Yeah, I know. What would you call it? A fanfare?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all kind of.
No, there's one here. I wonder what this one's going to be like. Let me put my sound up. Oh, I can't get my mouse up. Yeah, here we go. Get my volume up. What's this?
Actually,
Yeah. No, I don't like
it's a
it.
bit pacey, isn't it? I suppose.
Yeah. And some kind of old brass. Yeah, so I think there is a brass section, is there? If I scroll down, blues, here we go, brass.
Oh yeah.
Some of these will be okay, I reckon. No,
Yeah, I mean, they have that military feel, don't they?
not what I want there though. Yeah, I would keep searching there and find something a little bit slower, a little bit sadder. Maybe some strings instead. So if I go to classical, maybe, and let's see something, that what's this? It's very quiet.
Yeah.
Anyway, choose your song, add it to the timeline, and then as Dom says, you can either download that to your camera roll or you can click on share, publish that to the web. I haven't even named my project yet, which is
Oh,
Remiss.
of course you haven't.
So
Just
I'm
because
gonna,
it's Remembrance Day doesn't mean that you'll remember to do the right thing, does it?
yeah. So let's just Remembrance Day 2024. There we go. We've done it now. Yeah.
Nice.
So there we go. That's our first challenge done, Dom. I had fun doing that. Thanks very much.
Good
Enjoyed
man.
playing.
Okay. Right. Let me get this back here. Okay, so Mr. Jones showed you how to share them. You're just going to click in the top right there, and you can do what you want with those. But I'm going to click on the A in the top left here. Boom. And we're back here. Right. Okay, so let's have a look at challenge number 2. Challenge number 2 is a Remembrance Day video. We're going to use images, videos, text animation, voiceover, soundtrack to build a video. And we've got World War I's most interesting facts. Now, if you need that, if it's easier for you to use that as a Google Doc, you can click that and it'll open it up for you. Certainly, maybe for iPads, that's often a good idea. Hi from East Milton Primary School in Glasgow, Scotland. East Milton.
Hey.
Yes, representing. Good stuff. And I've got 5 facts in here. Now, probably for this session we're on now, doing 3 is enough. Okay, but maybe you'll put the extra 2 in, tomorrow when you finish off your work or whatever it is you're going to do. I'm just going to do 3. But just to start us off, I'll grab this here, World War I's most interesting facts. I'm highlighting it, and then I'm using Control and C or Command and C, depending on what you're on. You can also right-click and go copy if you like. But I've just grabbed that for convenience. Okay, so if I go back to the home screen, and I can go to this orange button here, make a video. Cool. So it gives you templates in here. No, thank you. We don't need that. We're past that. And I'm going to call this Remembrance, or maybe I'll put like World War I facts video. Right. Always name your projects because then you'll be able to find them later.
Yes.
So
I will do that.
Right, so the symbol of Remembrance Day is obviously poppies. So you can see now we're doing a video. We've got this timeline down the bottom here. So you've got scenes and things like that. At the moment, we're working in this first scene. By default, it gives you 5 seconds. You can see it down there. It gives you 5 seconds. So let's go to media on the left-hand side. Keep it really simple at the start. Go to photos, search photos, and go to Poppy. So we did this for the first one, but this time maybe we want to get something slightly different. What about this? Yeah, that's all right. And then you can also click set as page background. I'm not too fussy on this one, so I'm just going to do that there, set as page background. And then don't forget that I grabbed my text, didn't I, at the start? So I'm going to go to text here, add your text, box comes up right in the middle, boom, it's gone in there, World War I's most interesting facts. Now, that is not looking particularly, interesting. Mr. Jones, world's easiest way to make text look interesting. 3, 2, 1, go.
Dynamic text layout.
Yeah, of course he is. He might not be well, but he's still on the ball. There we go. Dynamic text, that'll get you there. You can stick it in the middle. Because it's dynamic, you can start playing around if you want. You could force it to be on 2 lines that way if you wanted to. World War I's most interesting facts. That's fine. I mean, I think I probably will do that. And then I'm making sure, I want this to be aligned, so I'm making sure that the kind of crosshairs, the alignment crosshairs are there. Now, go to our recommended fonts. What are we looking for? I don't know, is the honest answer. I don't know. I'm looking for something with a bit of gravitas. Maybe something this is heavy and bold. Ooh, that one's quite good. Yeah, I think I like that one. I think that one's good. So every time you do it, you might need to like reset where it sits again. But I do have a problem with this text still. and my problem is that it's in a black font. I'm going to keep it in a black font. That's all good. But because some of the poppy or the poppy seeds, or what do they call that part of the flower? Can't even remember.
Don't know.
Yeah, the center of the flower.
The middle bit.
The middle bit, yeah. That's the technical term. It's not only history, it's also science in these sessions, everybody. And then the amount of times you have to label a flower in schools, and I can't remember. And then I'm going to put a little outline on it. And now I can play with how thick that outline goes. There we go. Something like that. That looks great. And then before I hand it over to Jonesy, I think what I'll do is I'll go to shape down here for all you Northern Alan Alexander Dixon, something like that. Shape. And then I won't do the first one that comes. I won't do this basic one. I'll scroll down. And the one I really like is this one here. It's in the second row of decorative. Give that a click. And it puts this kind of sunburst in there.
Oh, yeah.
And I like that. And it's by default, it's yellow. And I'm looking at that and I'm thinking, looks great.
It works. Yeah.
Yeah. Or maybe one more thing I'll do. Actually, sorry, Mr. Jones.
It's all right.
And then I'll click it. And maybe I'll put an animation in there. And I'll make it grow. Nice. Give it a second click.
Oh, the shape looks amazing when it does that.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? It looks good. You can change the size of the shape by going back into your shape and change the shape size. And the smaller it is, the tighter it'll be around your text. There we go. World War I's most interesting fact.
Oh, that looks great. Yeah.
Cool.
I bet you're pleased with that. I would be.
Pleased. Right, let's get you in there. I'll have to do
all right.
My other computer is playing silly buggers.
I'll do it if you want. It's all right. There we go. Days. I think we both clicked at the same time there. Right. So there's my first project. So to get back to the Express homepage, I'm going to tap on the Express logo in the top left-hand corner. It's the colourful A. And that's brought me back to the homepage. So we're going to be making a video. So I'm going to tap on the orange tile that says make a video. There we go. So I'm going to search for poppies or a poppy field, perhaps. So I'll go to media, photos. Did we try searching for poppy field?
No, we haven't done that, but give it a go, yeah.
Here we go. Well, there we go. Yeah, that looks cool.
Nice.
So I'm just going to bring in those. And like as Dom said, we're just going to fill the page with this. So I'll tap on it. Set as page background. You can see that there on the left-hand side. Okay, so I'm just going to tap on that. Lovely. That looks great. So now let's get some text. So we could just do... So you could just do WW1. And then next line, most interesting facts.
So you're kind of trying to force it to kind of, when you make it dynamic, you're trying to force it into
and then
sort of thing.
Put a little colon on there as well. And sometimes you'll see, World War I being written with a capital I.
True.
So, and then World War II is with two capital I's in Roman numerals. I'm sure you've seen that, guys. Right, so font. So here, I'll actually start typing in here the word serif. And I want it to be, so there we go. It's giving me search results. All of these are serif fonts, which look a little bit more old-fashioned. But then if I also search for something like bold or black or ultra, it'll show me a thicker version. So if I search serif, black, there we go.
Serifs are like the tails, aren't they? The tails and the kind of top hats.
Yeah. Those little angles on the letters. There we go. So now I've just got a load of serif fonts, which are nice and thick. So I'll go with this one, I think. Here we go.
Nice.
And then I'm going to choose a dynamic text layout. Yeah, there we go. Something like that is fine. Stop it. There we go. And then I'm going to use the guidelines.
That's actually worked really well, hasn't it? It's kind of like it's like a It's like a fact burger.
Everyone's favorite type of burger is.
An information burger.
And then I'm gonna do that. And then for the outline, let's grab that kind of pale yellow. So I'm gonna use the eyedropper tool and grab this lovely pale yellow that's on that setting sky there. Yeah. And then so Dom did add a shape, so let's not fall behind. Let's go to shape. And so Dom used this one, which was amazing. Which I
nice.
don't think I'm going to better it because it is a great
nicely,
shape.
doesn't it?
Saying that this like wreath actually could work quite nicely there as well.
That is true. That is true because it is traditional, isn't it, on Remembrance Day to lay a wreath.
Yeah.
Your local cenotaph.
So maybe I'll go with that.
Yeah,
and let's
that's nice.
Change the color of the wreath to maybe hey, dude. All right, fine. Let's change the color of the wreath to maybe. No, I'm losing it with a green.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, maybe even I don't know. Maybe even black.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. I'll leave it. Yeah, there we go. That's fine. So and then Dom animated it as well. Gosh, Dom did a lot, didn't he?
Yup.
Oh, can you see that at the bottom of my screen? A load of like music.
Oh yeah. Do you want me to? I wonder what. Well, tell you what. When you pass it over.
Yeah, I'll refresh. Yeah, strange.
Yeah, that is.
Right, and then I'm just going to rise. I think. Yeah, there we go. That's fine. Right, go for it, Dom.
Okay, fine. Let me grab this back. Okay, so we've got our first one, World War One's most interesting facts. Now we are going to do voiceover on this, but we're going to leave all of that till the end. I think the thing that I want to do here is I want to what do I want to do here? Let me go to this page, share this tab instead. So I want to kind of get all of my text in there first. So basically I've got these three sections. I'm going to do these three sections first. So I'll do number 1, it was a global war. Number 2, the human cost. Number 3, women in World War One. So if I go back to the share this tab again and go to this one, I'm just going to check I'm sharing properly. Yeah, good. Now what I can do is the lazy way of doing this, and I'm always keen on that, is to go to your first scene, because what did I do? Well, quite frankly, I nailed the text, I nailed the shape, I nailed the animation. So let's keep on nailing it. And then we'll go to the 3 dots there and we'll go to duplicate. Right? It's going to give me the exact same thing. If I play it now, because you can see my playhead, which is this thing, it's got this scene here and then it goes straight into this one. Okay, so what do I need to do now that that's here? Well, I need to go and change all these things. So I copied number 1, World War One was global. So it was a global war, there you go. Now when you put your new text in, you probably have to recenter your thing there. And you'll see that, you know, the animation is all still there. Great. But obviously this background of the poppy, no thank you, this is not working. So it was a global war. How can we represent that? Well, if I go back to this page again, you'll notice, or you might remember from before, that there was this kind of gallery of images here. Now, if I click this one, you'll see that this is from the Imperial War Museum, and it's a piece of artwork that somebody did to say, you know, look at all the fighting, all the different places where it happened, and it also happened in Africa and the Middle East as well, which actually isn't represented here. But I did think that this image was an excellent one that could be used as this kind of, you know, something to show just, you know, how extensive the fighting was. It was a global war. So let's go back. Let's go here. And now I don't think it'll come up on your screens, but if I right click or 2-finger click on my trackpad, I'm going to copy that image. I don't think my dialog box comes up to show you how to do that. So ask your teacher or ask one of your, you know, someone in the class who knows how to copy an image. Now I've got that image. I can go back to my video tab and select my poppy, then just get rid of it. And then if you can use a shortcut, it would be Command and V, or you could right click on the grey here and then paste that in. And then you could stick this in to your graphic. Something like that. Now, I've put that right in the middle. I'm going to see what that's like. I'll see what it looks like in a second. But one thing you will know is that, you know, It Was a Global War is now underneath this image. So the easiest way to do that is to go to your layers and move this one down. There you go. It Was a Global War. Now, I'm kind of thinking that this background that it's sitting on is not really working for me. It's just like a white background. So what I might do is go over to Elements, go to Backgrounds, search backgrounds, go Old Paper, something like that. Ooh, cool. Could have just put a map in there. Let's put the map in there. Nice. And then maybe I'll go back to my image here and kind of put this in the center like that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. That's worked out well. I wasn't planning on that at all. And if you want to check what that looks like, boom. It Was a Global War. Nice. So there you go. So what I did was, I could have done it from scratch, I suppose, but I wanted to, you know, keep my text, keep my shape, keep my animation, and then just changed, instead of the poppy, I had something else in there. Right. Mr. Jones, would you like a crack at that?
Yeah, cool. Okay. Right.
Cool.
Oh, he done it again. Right. So, as Dom said, we are going to duplicate this scene because we want to use kind of all that hard work we put into choosing the font and animating it. We're just going to copy that over. So we're going to duplicate this scene. There we go. I'm on scene 2. So let's just change this text. So I'm just going to...
do you want to go to your Edit Timeline button and open that up?
Yeah, I can do. Yeah, okay.
I was just checking that have you duplicated the page or the scene?
I'm on a video project, so I think it's fine. I think it'll be...
Okay.
Oh, no, hang on. I think you're right. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, because actually the non-education accounts are doing that at the moment. It's changed to that. But
Yes. So I'm going to use the undo button at the top there, guys, and undo that because so what I did there was actually started a new project, and I don't want to do that. I just want another scene within this project. So thankfully, Dom's keeping an eye on what I was doing.
Yeah.
So, so I tapped on Edit Timeline at the bottom so I can see my timeline, and now you can see my scene. I'm going to click on the 3 dots and duplicate that scene, and that's different. This actually kind of duplicates the whole project within your project. So, yeah. So make sure you do it down there on the timeline. Duplicate the scene. Okay, so here's my second scene. So I'm going to just change the text in here. And this is 1. It was a global war. Oops.
I tell you what, I think the if you just went to background and put the map in there, I think that would really work.
Yeah. So there we go. I'm happy with that. Tap on my poppy field in the background, and I want to replace it. So if you hold your finger down on it, it brings up the menu. Okay, so if I tap on it, it doesn't do anything. But if I hold my finger down on it, it brings up the menu, replace. And now I can just go into photos and search in here for something like old map. There we go. That first one looks great.
Oh, look at that.
And replace. There it is.
Tremendous.
And then my actual text, of course, is it's all in the correct font that I like. It's not moving. So it's not moving.
Oh, well.
There we are.
Oh, there we go.
Doesn't matter. But I can resize it. But I can't move it at the moment. Maybe I need to restart my app. Here we go. So what's coming next, Tom?
Right. Okie dokie. So let's go back. Let's get me on there now. There we go, Scott. This was a global war. Let me share this tab instead. And second fact, the human cost. So again, you know, in order to do this kind of quickly and easily, 3 dots, duplicate scene, And then all I need to do is click my text, put my new one in there. So the human cost. I wonder if the dynamic, there we go. Might be better to do the dynamic with it kind of all stacked up like that, the human cost. Center it again. Now I wonder, I think what I'm going to do is going to get rid, I'm going to select in my layer stack, my kind of graphic of this kind of war all around Europe. And then I'm going to select my background, get rid of it. So now I've got nothing in there. And then if I go back to Remembrance Day, then what I can do is go down to this gallery that I shared in here, and then I could use this one. So I'm gonna right click on it and copy the image. You won't be able to see me doing that, but if you need to, ask someone how to do that. If I then go back to this tab, now I can right click on the side in the gray anywhere and paste that in. And then I can select it. And then you can see down here, set as page background. Now, if I press set as page background, this is going to do two things for me. The first thing it's going to do is it's going to make sure there's no white, around this image, but it's also going to put it to the back of everything that's on the page, which is the shape and the text and all the rest of it. So let's put set as page background. Boom, done, the human cost. And then I'll do this one more time, because if I go to back to my page here, 3 women in World War I, copy that one, go back here again. You're going to duplicate by clicking on the 3 dots, duplicate, and then I need to select my text. Ooh, 3 clicks in there normally does it. Women in World War I. Now, to be honest, this is the best image because the women were the best. And put that in there. So every time you put new text in, you might have to kind of refit where the text goes so that it stays nice and central. And then again, I will select my background, delete it, share this tab, go to either bombs or bullets. What do you reckon, Jones? Bombs or bullets?
That one, I think. Yeah.
The bombs?
No, the bullets, I think.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's mad, isn't it?
I just like how messy the table is.
Yeah, I know. It's just crazy. So I'm going to right click it. You can copy it. And then I'll go back to this one. And then I can just paste it in. And like I did last time, click the image. Set as page background will do 2 things. It will get rid of the white space around, and it will also put it to the back. There you go. Nice. So if I have if I use my playhead here and have a whistle stop tour through my project, World War I's most interesting facts, it was a global war, the human cost, and then women in World War One. Nice. They're the 3 facts I'm going to do. Now, let me just do a little time check. Okay, so we've got about 10 minutes to go here. So I think what I'll do, Mr. Jones, is just show them how to do a voiceover. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Because I think we're just repeating some steps here otherwise, aren't we?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So if I go share this tab instead and go here, right. So we've put these titles in like it was a global war, number 2, the human cost, number 3, women in World War One. But we've got this text here. Now let me copy this text and show you what I do with this. Now everyone can do it a little bit differently, but this is the way I do it. So I've got the text for, well, actually, yeah, let's just do this now. Okay. I've got the text for this one. It was a global war. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is go to text, add your text, and then I'm going to paste in that text, which I just copied from that page, right? Now, it doesn't really matter here, but I want to put it on the page so I can read from it. And then I'm just going to delete it. You can see the delete buttons.
So it doesn't matter what it looks. It doesn't matter what it looks like because you're going to be getting.
Doesn't matter what it looks like. Doesn't matter what it looks like. So, like Mr. Joe said, doesn't matter what it looks like. So you just make sure that you've got your playhead at the start here, and then I'm going to go over to Media, Audio, and then Record Voiceover. Okay. Watch this. Now here's a top tip. Before you do this, I recommend that you stretch out your scene to about 15, let's say like 10, 12 seconds, something like that. Because otherwise that text will disappear. Okay? So roughly about 12 seconds, something like that. Make sure your playhead's back at the start again. Record voiceover and microphone, AirPods. That's fine. Okay, fine. 3, 2, 1. Over 30 nations declared war between 1914 and 1918. Fighting occurred not only all over Europe, but also in Africa and the Middle East. Haha, I think I chopped myself off at the end there. But let's just check it there.
Over 30 nations declared war between 1914 and 1918.
Not bad, not bad. I kind of like that. That's good. Now that's done, I can select that text, delete it. Now it looks great. And then what I can do is I can get my scene here, because what you'll see is my voiceover stops around about here, but the scene carries on. So I'm just going to trim that back, not all the way. I want to leave a little bit of a gap. Stick it around about there. And then that is all done and dusted. So that's my first one. Now, let me do that one again, just so that you know exactly how it's done. So if I get my second one here, now you can also read this off someone else's screen. If you can work in partners with the person next to you, say, "Oh, yeah, I need a bit of those words. Can you just let me see the screen for a minute?" But if not, what you would do is you would put your playhead at the start of the scene where you want to do your voiceover. Go to text, add your text, pop it in there. Got another bit here. One thing that I did notice when I was doing it is you've got to make sure it's on the page, because then otherwise it'll disappear. Might change. I might put an outline on it so I can just see it just for now.
Or just that first basic shape would help as well, wouldn't it? Just
Yeah, quite possibly, yeah. And that's a really good shout, actually. Yeah, you could put a shape on it immediately just to see it. And then, but don't forget to stretch your scene out. These are all about like 10 or 12 seconds. So there is good. You're only going to trim it back afterwards anyway. Bring that back to the start and then go to media, audio, record voiceover. Over 65 million men fought in World War One. An estimated 16 million people died, and countless others were physically and psychologically wounded. There you go. Now you've done your voiceover, you can then trim that clip back. You see, to there. I think I'll do it one more time. So if I go back here, Women in World War III, copy that, and then I can go to, oh, I've forgotten to delete it here. Let me delete it quickly. And then playhead at the start.
Oh, we're not seeing your screen there, Dom.
Oh, sorry.
We'll share it. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. So I just deleted it from this one. Let me show you that again. Deleted it here. Playhead back to the start. Thanks for that, Mr. Jones. And then add your text. Pop in that new text. Top tip from Jonesy is shape. Yeah,
Done.
nice. Look at that.
Go.
He might be sick, but he's not daft, is he? And then we go to media, record voiceover, start recording. Before the war, a woman's role was in the home, but with the men at war, women helped to win the war by working in offices, factories, shops, and transport and on farms. Now, I'd forgot to stretch that scene out, but the only reason why that didn't make a difference is because there was no scene after it. But I'll stretch that scene there to go past the end, get that text on screen, get rid of it. Also get rid of this scene that it's put in afterwards because I went over time. Delete scene. And then apart from maybe you could put a voiceover at the start of this one, World War One's most interesting facts.
Over 30 nations declared war between 1914.
So that all works. So, I think a couple of things just to tie us up. What would you do to finish off this video, Mr. Jones?
Two things that spring to mind is music and transitions.
Music and transitions. Where am I going to find those transitions?
Between any two scenes, you'll see the little plus icon. Click on that.
Nice.
Then you can add
a transition. What are you thinking is your best one here?
You could do kind of dip to black, or you could do a dissolve. Dip to black could work quite nice on this.
Maybe let's give it a try. Duration a second. Let's see what that's like. I probably would put a voiceover on that first one.
Over 30 nations declared war.
Maybe. I think remove transit. I think I'm going to do dissolve.
Yeah, I knew he was going to do that.
I always do dissolve.
He loves to dissolve.
I love it dissolve, mate. And then, what's the easiest way for me to not have to go to every single scene and do this?
Oh, well, you see there on the left-hand panel, right at the bottom, you've got apply to all scenes. Oh, yes, please.
Boom. Yes, please. There we go. That's the lazy man's editing. Love it. And then, so that is now the same transition for everything. Ooh, nice. Just check it. Does it in this one? Ooh, nice. And then the last one is media. And then audio. What would you search for here?
What about newsreel?
Newsreel, hey? It's doing that thing where I can't type anything in. Let me refresh my page. Okay, search audio, newsreel. Nothing.
Oh.
News. Can you hear that?
Yeah, we can hear it. It's not good though, is it?
No, not that one.
Not like an old.
News.
You want that old-fashioned old news? I don't know.
Gas Town. No thanks. Yeah, I mean maybe I'll put like epic, slow.
Yeah.
Like that. What have we got here? Ooh.
That works.
Yeah, that does work, doesn't it? I like that. That's great. Yeah, I'll put that in there. I mean, it definitely doesn't need to fade in, does it?
No.
But maybe it needs to fade out just in case. And we can maybe place this somewhere like here, for example. Give it a play.
Over 65 million men fought in World War I. An estimated 60 million people died, and countless others were physically and psychologically wounded. Before the war, a woman's role.
What do you think about the level between the voiceover?
Normally we bring it down quite a lot, but that's not too far off being okay. I'd say just bring it down to about 70, something like that.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
You'll be all right.
Was in the home, but that with the men at war, women helped to win the war by working in offices, factories.
Maybe I would bring it down a bit more, 50, something like that. I don't know, but yeah, but it's not very intense, is it? It's not very in your face. So there you go. I think apart from putting like a voiceover, which is like World War One's most interesting facts, that to me is done. You can put more facts in if you want to do all 5 facts. You can do that whenever you like, but 3 is enough. I think that 3 is great. And then when you're done with that, all you need to do is you need to go to share, and you can send it to Google Classroom, Microsoft Teams, or create a view-only link by clicking there. You can also download it as well, of course. I don't normally encourage people to download things onto school servers, for example, but if you do, 720 is absolutely plenty. Right, there you go. Job's a good one.
Yeah.
Happy Remembrance Day to you. 2 very simple tasks there, I think. I don't think they're beyond anybody on the calls. I think just take your time. Do things slowly, get your voiceovers done, trim your clips, things like that. I think once you get into the hang of how to like put a bit of text up there so you can read off it, record your voice, delete it, don't forget to stretch out those clips, then actually it's just a very sort of methodical process to get through them all.
Yeah, thanks, Tom. I really enjoyed those. They were 2 really, really different challenges. Remember as well, guys, to get registered. Teachers, get onto bit.ly/Adobe Leaders. Get registered for next week because we've got 2 sessions on next week.
Yes.
For anti-bullying week. So you can come along either on Tuesday afternoon or Wednesday afternoon, same time as today, 1:30, for our anti-bullying week extravaganza. Thanks for your comments. It's always great to have your comments in as well.
And then the week after that, we've got climate change one because it's COP29, the climate change conference. And in light of the elections yesterday, it's probably going to be under scrutiny quite a lot. So come along to that one, find out some stuff and do some multimedia magic.
Yeah, and we've also got we've also got an ACE level 1 on that week as well.
Yeah.
So in 2 weeks' time, teachers, if you'd like to get a professional development certificate about bringing creativity and Adobe Express skills into your classroom, then come along to our after-school virtual training, ACE level 1.
Yeah. And don't forget, if you want free pizza, scroll down to the bottom of that challenge page that you've been working on today and have a look at how you can get involved in the Express School Challenges and get the Digital Leaders School Award.
Oh, thank you. Ysgol Furness have already booked on for climate change. Good to know. We'll see you there.
That's what we like to hear. Good stuff. All right. Thanks, everyone. And we'll see you on the next one. Happy Remembrance Day.
Bye.